Alright, hey guys, I just got a idea for a video. I just watched one of Dave Trippin's videos, and I'll put a link to that down below. And it kind of reminded me of something. In the video, he talks a little bit about kind of choosing like what kind of school to work in or whatnot, stuff like that. Your path for teaching in Japan. And it reminded me of sort of my story in Korea. And it was this. When I first went to Korea, teaching in Korea, I'd already taught in Taiwan for 2 years. And I decided, okay, I'm going to go to Korea. Went home. I took a break for 6 months, back to the States. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go to Korea. And right around then, it was like, I really got to make money. You know, I'm going to get a nice home, nice place to live. That's what I was really focused on. Some friends turned me on to the book The Secret, and I watched that movie, and I read that book a bunch of times. I really got it programmed in my mind that I was going to get a good job making good money in Korea, you know. And of course, you're not going to really get rich teaching in Korea, but it's like a good place. You get good benefits there and whatnot. So anyways, I did get that. So I went to Korea. I flew there. I didn't have a job lined up. I went and I wanted to like suss it out for myself and just check everything out. Stayed in a hostel when I first got there for maybe as much as a month, and this is in the end of 2007. So yeah, and it took about a month to get everything sussed out, and then I got a job, and it was like a pretty high paying job, and I didn't really have to work that many hours, although it's more than Taiwan. Taiwan's like, for me, was definitely more easygoing, and that's how I got into it, and that was probably the better way. It's just, yeah. But for like compared to other Hagwons, it was like pretty good. Like I wasn't working that much. I was working less than 30 hours, teaching like maybe 26 on average or something like that. And I got a great place to live in. I was very, very happy with the place. This is like the best place I've ever lived in, period. Honestly, was in the housing. I got a studio apartment right where I wanted to be, right in like downtown Samyeon, Busan. That's where I wanted to be. And I got that. It was a nice house. It was like a loft, a studio, big ceilings, a loft, and it was great. It was seriously the best place I've ever lived in. And I got that. I had a good salary. I didn't have to work that much, so there was definitely more than I was used to. But here's the thing. Here's the catch. Like, I was really focused on getting those things, and I got those things. But I got some other things too that I didn't really want. And that was, one, a manager. There's this guy that worked there. Oh my God, could not. Guy just had me seething inside. You know, I couldn't. Guy was just like a total jerk. I just couldn't deal with him. Just made pretty much the whole year. By the end of the year, he quit, and then someone else evil just like replaced him. So yeah. So I guess that's the thing. So you're focused on, maybe focus sometimes, okay, I want a job, let's get like a good high pay and stuff like that, and you might get that, you know, you might get that. And but kind of see, like, I think the idea is look at the big picture. Anyways, go a little bit further down the road of the story. So, you know, it was like, it was the bad stuff that came with it, you know. It was basically that guy working with him every day. He's like a holy roller, and just like a total a-hole, you know. And I guess, you know, also the whole thing about money too was that year, when I first started, it was like 1,000 won. 1,000 won was like equal to like $1. It's been a while since I've been there. But that was the year 2008. So I started in late 2007, and I was finishing pretty much late 2008. And then the exchange rate between the dollar and the yuan just like went really, really bad. It was like half. You were like making half of what you would normally get from that exchange rate or whatever. So at the end of the year, I had saved up. Actually, I didn't leave Korea, so the school gave me money instead, and I had somewhere around 18 million won lined up, including the ticket. Pension, severance, what I could save for the year. I had all that lined up, but it wasn't, normally, now I'm not sure exactly what it is now, but at the time, sometimes it's like, so if I had 18 million won, you kind of make a quick translation and be like, oh, that's maybe $18,000 or a little less. But then it was like, oh man, it wasn't even half of it. It was less than half. It was like somewhere around $7,000-$8,000, and I was like pretty depressed, pretty devastated about that. I was like, what? I just came here, all this to make this money. I want to pay off my loans and all that, and I failed. It didn't happen like that. There's some things I'd probably do differently now, knowing that now, like it would have made different decisions. It's always that kind of stuff, right? But I think that the moral of the story is careful what you wish for, and because you might get it, but you might get some other stuff too. And I think to focus on the big picture. Don't take a job just because it's by the beach, or don't take a job because it's got a high salary. Don't take a job because, I don't know, fill in the blank, just see the big picture, use your gut somewhat, do your research. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Sad story, but that's the truth. That's what happens sometimes, and